free. I'll be your best friend. Anyways, we'll give it a couple minutes, see if anyone's here wants to play. Old Dave is not feeling so hot today, but I figure it's time to catch up. It's been a few days. I haven't talked to nobody. All right. So how's everybody doing today? How you doing, Freight Hauler? What's up, Freight Hauler? Robert, Jason. Bruce Almighty's in the house. Billy hears me talking. He's like, is it time for me to make a showing on YouTube, Daddy? Is it time for me to show up on YouTube? Oh, man, I'm kind of worn out. A little bit under the weather. But I'll tell you what, it's been a heck of a couple of weeks, or a heck of a week. It ain't been a couple of weeks. I'm going to get right on this morning's story right away. So I'm heading from, the hell was I heading from? Georgia to Texas. I picked up a load in Georgia and I was heading to Texas. I was heading to Dallas. Last night I stopped in Pearl, Mississippi, and I stay at the Pilot. Okay? I pull in and there's some spots left over. I park and I realize, oops, this is a reserve area. So right behind me is open. So I pull forward, do a 180-degree turn and pull through where I was just backed up to. As I pull through, I see a Schneider truck parked along the curb. I'm like, all right, well, who knows how long they've been there. Hopefully they'll be gone when I'm ready to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I can't get out with that truck there. Neither can the guy next to me, the guy next to him, or the guy to the other side of me. So I'm only hoping they'll be gone. 4 o'clock in the morning comes around. I get up, I open my curtain, and I peek out there. Nope, Schneider's still sitting there. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to wake that dude up. Not only is Schneider there, but now there's trucks in front of Schneider, behind Schneider. So when all these people on my row wake up, they're gonna have to wake those guys up to move, obviously, unless they leave and no one's on the right or left side of them, they can sneak out. But you can't get out with those trucks there, so there's not enough room. So I go knock on Schneider's door. No answer. I knock on the sleeper. No answer. So I bang on the sleeper. Now the truck's shaking and somebody's stirring. I'm like, okay, good. So this person opens the, or is trying to figure out how to roll down the window, but the truck's off. So they finally just open the door. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm sorry to bother you, but I gotta move. You need to move so I can get out. I realized at that point it's a woman. I'm like, okay, cool. She's all, oh, well, what time is it? I said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. She goes, really? She goes, no, I'm going to need a couple more hours. She goes, my 34 is not up for 2 hours. I can't move my truck for 2 more hours. I'm like, wait, what? What? You can't do what? Yeah, I can't move my, I said, sure you can. I go, just pull out real slow. Don't break your clock. You just need to pull out of there. I can get out and get around you, and then you can back in. No, you don't understand the bad week I've had. Nor do I care. So I'm seeing this isn't going anywhere real quick. I'm like, look, I can't wait 2 hours. Well, how about an hour? I said, no, I got to leave. I got to go make a delivery. Technically, I don't deliver till tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning, but I made it to my delivery. I delivered it today early, and I'm already got another load that I pick up at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So yeah, so we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm starting to get grumpy now because she's telling me that, no, she's not going to move. I said, no, you have to move. I go, I got to leave. Well, I'm not going to. You're just going to have to wait. I said, well, then I'm calling the cops. That's fine. By the time they get here and do anything about it, my 2 hours will be up and I'll be able to leave. So I'm like, listen, I said, you better move or I'm going to, and I'm not going to say what I'm going to do because I'm just not going to say. I don't know if it's incriminating myself or it'd make me a jerk or what. So I said, I'm going to blankety blank. I don't know what to do. So I take a picture of the door of the truck and I try calling Schneider, but they don't have, the only numbers they have is recruiting. So I go into the truck stop and I said, hey, this is what's going on back there. Do you have somebody, do you have a direct line to the police department we can call? Or, well, let me send so-and-so back there. The guy goes, wait, is it all the way in the back? I go, yeah, I ain't going back there. I said, what do you mean you're not? Well, okay. He goes, is it this one lady? I said, no, it's this lady. He goes, okay. He goes, I'll go back there in a little bit. He goes, I go, yeah, she said she's been doing. He goes, no, she wasn't there earlier. No one was there earlier today. So she's, unless she just started her 34. And he goes, why would she do a 34 against the curb where other trucks can't get in and out? I said, I don't know, man. So I wait for him. He doesn't come. So I finally go back to the truck and I see her. Now her curtains are all open and her lights are flashing, so on and so forth. So I go over there, or no, I go over there, and yeah, so that's happening. So I walk up to her door. I said, oh, are you going to move? She opens the door and she's crying at this point. I just got to, I mean, I don't know if she was actually crying, but she sounded like she was really upset. I just got to find my flashlight so I can do my pre-trip. I said, ma'am, you don't need to pre-trip your truck to just move it. I said, just pull forward, I'll get out, and you can back that right back in. Or back into my spot, whatever you want to do, but I can't get out with you against this curb. I got to pre-trip my truck. Okay, fine. So at this point, I go grab my coffee cup, I go inside, I get my cup of coffee so I'm ready to go. And I come back out, and I'm waiting, and she finally drives off, and she just left. She didn't do anything, she just left. But what is the deal? How can you park and block trucks in and then tell them you're not going to move? Oh, when I asked her, oh, are you going to move? She said, well, yeah, you said you're going to blankety blank, so I have to move. Okay, whatever you say. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You know, I mean, I told her, I go, I don't know where you come off. I mean, who do you think you're playing with out here? You think you're in the back of this freaking row of trucks in the dark, and you're going to tell me that I'm a hostage here for 2 more hours? Are you serious? So she moved, I got out, everything was good there. So now I make my delivery, and I'm trying to find a load. I'm getting tons of load alerts. But I was waiting for a particular load that I was told to call back on in an hour or so. Well, it ended up not working out. So I'm no longer going to ever wait for that. Second time I've waited for that load and it's bit me in the ass. So I'm no longer waiting for that load. If I call and they say no, call back, I'm going to just be no, it's no. So I'm looking for a load, and the loads are, all the good ones are gone by now. There's one going to Tucson, Arizona that I wanted. It picked up tomorrow, delivered Friday. Then I figured I could get something out of Tucson going out east through the weekend. But I called on it last night and left a message with him. And then I called on it this morning. He's like, no, it's gone already. He ended up, right after I got this load, he ended up calling me back and saying, hey, man, do you have a load yet? Because I said, wait, is this yeah. I go, don't tell me it's available now. He goes, maybe. He goes, the guy's having a problem with his truck, and I'm calling you for a backup if you want to be a backup on it. I said, well, I'm under a load now, so no. But so this agent I'm on, she calls me. It's a hazmat load. It's my very first hazmat load. So, I talk it over with her and whatnot, and she's all, yeah, I do this load a lot. I got this. This is a regular customer of mine. I do this load a lot. So, okay, cool. She goes, all right. When you get stopped, I'm going to send you a paper. You need to print it out. She goes, do you have a printer? I said, yeah, I have a printer. She goes, print it out and call me because we have to go over this paper. She goes, it really looks confusing, but it's not. I was like, okay, what is that? What's on the paper? She's like, it's rules or something. I don't know. So I said, okay, well, I'll be parked at this time. Are you gonna? She goes, yeah, yeah. She goes, I'm working from home right now. She goes, so I'll even out or after 5 o'clock. So I stop and I look in my email so I can print the paper up and call her like she said. We can go over the paper. There's nothing in my email. Now she don't answer her phone. I left a message. I sent her an email. What is it with agents that don't answer their phones or don't call you back or don't answer? You know, it's just nuts. It's just nuts. That's the one thing I'm finding that I don't like about dealing with agents is they don't do what they say. Hey, let me check on this and I'll call you back either way. They never call you back, ever. You might as well just, it's like, hey, can you check on it while I wait on hold? No, no, no. Okay, then I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to go find me a different load. Because they never call you back, ever, 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 ever. So anyways, that's how my last couple of days have been going. I hope everything's all well with you guys. I'm sitting in Texas now. This load actually, there's a lot of loads over in Dallas, but they weren't, I was trying to get to this revenue, or only that revenue. So this load, being it was a hazmat and it's going to North Carolina, it had this revenue on it, which is going to leave me in a good light for the week. So I was like, sweet, sweet, sweet. And went ahead and did that. But I had to deadhead to it, which is nuts. I'm in Dallas and I ended up deadheading 100 miles to pick this load up. But even with that deadhead of 100 miles, I'm making more revenue and cents per mile than the loads that I was going to get out of Dallas. After the couple loads that I was trying to get didn't pan out. Those other loads were paying pretty damn good with no deadhead. But they didn't pan out, so what are you going to do? What's up, Christopher Kurtz? How you doing? How you doing? Jason, you are always first in line for whatever. Hey, Ian, what's up? Hello there, young fella. Sounds like you're having a good couple of days. LOL. The joy of truck driving. Yes. I just can't believe somebody told me they're not going to move. I mean, it's just dumbfounding. No, you got to wait until my brake's up. How is that even a thing? That's how. People are gonna in the back of a dark parking lot as a woman telling a man that, and obviously the man's getting upset because he needs to go. And you're gonna play games like that? You got to be out of your freaking mind. You got to be out of your mind. Yep. I would never, ever, ever tell somebody, no, I'm not going to move. If I was blocking them in, hell no, no, I'm not going to move. No, I would never do that. That's just messed up. That is just not even right. What am I going to have for dinner? I don't even know what to make for dinner. Obviously, I'm going to eat on the truck. There's a Huddle House here. But I don't want to spend any money. You got that right, Ian. One really brave lady. She wasn't young, though. She wasn't small, either. I'm not even 100% sure it was a woman. It sure did vibe like it was a woman. Maybe it wasn't even a woman now that I think about it, because now that I think about it, it opened the door and it didn't have any pants on. Would a woman open her door and just sit there in her underwear? The voice sounded like a woman, but it could have just been I guess it could have been a dude. Only if you hadn't listened. Trace, what is your problem, bro? Why haven't you called me? I've been I've been wanting to find out how you're doing, how things going. You know, how's life been treating you? And you don't call me, man. What the hell's up with that? Bro. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. What's up, trucking nerd? Your sister does that? What, answers the door in her underwear? I knew you were going to say something and I could see you thinking about it. Oh, man. Yeah, the wheels are turning, man. The wheels are turning. Answers the door in her underwear? Okay. Well, to each their own, I guess. Shit. I wouldn't want my wife answering her door in her underwear. It'd be weird. I am just dumbfounded about it. The more I think about it, the more crazy it just seems. How you could tell somebody. I mean, I couldn't imagine blocking somebody in and then saying, no, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. You give me an hour. Give me 2 hours. I got to finish by 34. I'm tired as hell, man. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Well, 3:30. 3:30. And you know what pisses me off is last night when I parked, I was kind of tired. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take a shower tonight. I'll take a shower tomorrow when I park in Dallas. Because I was going to park at the Pilot or the Flying J over in Dallas. And then deliver my load first thing in the morning. Well, as I'm driving over there, I called the agent and seen if they had a phone number for the delivery, which they did. I called them and they said deliver it. So there's that. You're just lucky they didn't answer the cab door wearing crotchless pants. They might have been. They might have been. I mean, I'm lucky they didn't answer the door with a baseball bat or a freaking gun or something. You know, that's how people get shot out in the truck stops. Yeah, I mean, you hear about it all the time. Oh, the driver gets shot trying to tell someone to park. And that's why I hate when people block me in like that. Even though I'm in the right, I hate waking people up in the middle of the night. Because you never know how these people wake up. They could be confused, angry. They could be on their last nerve, and that's it. That knock is what caused them to start shooting through their door of their truck. You just don't know. Scam likely. Go away, scam likely. God. You know, more that I think about it, you know, maybe it was a dude. Because, you know, a lot of dudes in trucking like to dress up like women and, you know, put on the long hair. Because that's the only thing that was making me think it was a woman was the hairstyle. Maybe it was Pat. Does anybody know who Pat is? Let's see if there's any maybe it was Pat. I'm hungry though, man. I had my lunch at time was it when I got there? Noon, 11:30. I didn't even eat it all. You know, I could go into Huddle House. I guess that don't give away where I'm at. Huddle House. They got a Huddle House here and eat some food. I ain't spending no money, man. I ain't spending no money. Fuck all that. Yeah, fuck all that. Just take 2 deep breaths and you'll be full. Yeah, but I'm feeling under the weather. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a sore throat and body aches. So hopefully I'm not getting sick. Because I'll be going on vacation at the end of the month. I don't need no bullshit when I go on vacation, that's for sure. Pat was on SNL, you're right. They also made a movie. I think it was Pat the movie. That one guy on the in the movie was trying to figure out whether Pat was a man or a woman. He was in love with it. He was hoping it was a woman, but he wasn't sure. So throughout the movie, he kept trying to do things that would decipher whether Pat was a male or a female. Oh, man. Good old Pat. Hopefully you don't have the Joe Biden sickness. What the hell is that? What is a Joe Biden sickness? I don't want that. I don't want that. That don't even sound right. Oh man, they got some good looking donuts inside this place too. Some good looking donuts. There's way too much good things in there that are calling my name. Belly, you didn't even eat your dinner, dude. I put your dinner down. Oh, you ate some of it. When did you go down there and do that? I didn't even see you move. I didn't even see you move, buddy. We'll take you out in another hour or so. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to make me some dinner. It was fun. It was real. It was real fun. Trucking with David H on Facebook.